Hi everyone! So I just want to start this video by saying I hope everyone had a good Christmas and happy holidays. So for Christmas this year I decided to test my dog's DNA because he is kind of like a rescue dog, so we don't know exactly what his breed was. And this was like a Christmas gift for my family. So that's the reason why I'm whispering throughout this video, is because I didn't want anybody to hear me. I wanted it to be a surprise for Christmas. I'm whispering right now because I don't want anyone in the house to hear me. But I have a really cool gift that I want to give you guys, and I wanted to show you the process. So I got this package in the mail the other day. I'm going to open it. Okay, so this is the gift. If you read that right here, it's basically a DNA kit for Max, so we can find out exactly what his DNA is and what dogs he actually is, because we always think that he's a dachshund and a poodle, but I want to know for sure. On the back here it says we just have to swap for 15 seconds, activate the kit online, and then send it. Ready? So this is the swap right here. Okay, so it says it's very important that we have to wait 2 hours since Max last ate. I'm gonna go ask Mom what time she fed him at. You fed Max, right, Mom? Yeah, he's giving me this. He's giving me this look. So we're here with our subject, and we are going to swab his cheeks now. You ready? No. Okay, ready? What's this? What's this? So I'm opening the swabs just a little bit. Max, hey. And we're gonna do the first one. He knows something is going on. Good boy. Good boy. Here are the swabs. I hope there's enough DNA on there. I mean, you can see there's like definitely saliva. So, and I think that's why there's 2 of them, in case, you know, one gets messed up. Okay, so now we are just letting it dry here. It says to let it dry for 5 minutes, so that is what we shall do. So while we wait, it actually says to log into activatemykit.com and activate it, so let's do that. Okay, so I just had to add in Max's info. So his kit is activated. Here is the code. So we just have to write that code right over here. I think it's been about 5 minutes now, so I'm going to put the swabs back in here. So now I'm just going to reseal the box and we can mail it. Okay, let's go. So me and Max are on our way to the post office box to drop off his DNA. Okay, Max, ready? We're gonna put it in. Now we just have to wait, right? Okay, so I have an update. On October 29th, I got an email and they said, "Good news, Alicia, Max's DNA sample arrived safely at our lab." So let's track it. So it says we're preparing Max's DNA for analysis. This step takes about 2 to 3 weeks. DNA extraction, fragmentation, precipitation, suspension, and hybridization, genotyping. It also says what's next. First thing to do is extract and clean the DNA, then we'll place it on a special laboratory chip so it can be genotyped. Okay, so if it takes 3 weeks, it might take longer. That means it should be ready by November 19th. So I guess I'll check back in November. Okay, so update. Today is November 12th. I got an email on November 10th. It said we're getting closer. We have successfully extracted Max DNA. But then on November 10th, I finally got this email saying Max's DNA results are in. So exciting. Now I just have to wait over a month so we can all open it together and find out. But see you on Christmas. Okay, so I already looked at all of Max's DNA results with my family on Christmas, but I just wanted to like show you guys because I thought it was like really interesting. So the DNA test company or whatever that I went with was called Wisdom Panel, and this is basically how they displayed all of Max's information. So you can see there's a summary, and then you can go into more detail about his ancestry, his health, and his traits. So it's pretty basic, but it does kind of like go into depth, which is kind of cool. So the most exciting part is right here is what his breeds are, and it says that he is 51% Bichon Frise, I don't know how to say it, and then 34% miniature short-haired dachshund, 11% miniature long-haired dachshund, and 4% short-haired dachshund. So right away, like you can tell this test is really, really accurate because I don't know if it was told to us or just based on his looks, but we always assumed that he was half poodle, half dachshund, because he kind of has like that long body of a dachshund and then like the frizzy like curly hair of a poodle. But what was really interesting to me was the fact that he was a Bichon Frise. If you don't know what dog that is, I always remember it as like the dog from Shrek 2. Clearly this test is really accurate. The results weren't like super surprising because we kind of already knew this, but it was cool just to like confirm it and to find out exactly what kind of like poodle he was. So if we go and click on his ancestry, we can kind of see in more detail. Oh, and I guess this is the two different like types of dogs. So the Bichon is a companion dog, and then the dachshund is a terrier. And then it's really cool. It just shows you like pictures of what the dogs, like what the breeds look like, which is really funny. And then it gives you sort of like a little family tree, so like what his parents and grandparents like could have looked like, which is really cute. So pretty much on one side you can see it was pretty much all like purebred Bichon Frises, and then the other side is all like the different mixtures of dachshunds. And then you can also like click on each dog to like learn more about them individually, which is kind of cool. So for example, I clicked on the miniature short-haired dachshund, and then it just gives like a cute little description about it, like the weight, the height, lifespan, breed group, and all that. Oh, it even has the history. That's really cool. It also shows the traits, the temperament, affectionate dogs that love spending time with their humans. Yeah, that sounds like Max. It also tells you how to care for them too, like grooming, exercise, training. That's really cool. And it shows you like different dogs from that breed group too, so all different terriers. So now I'm gonna go to the health tab. So this is really cool. This could also be like really sad too, maybe if you find out something bad about your dog. But luckily, it says that Max is all clear for 29 genetic conditions that could impact his early vet visits. So there's 29 different like medical complications, they say, that they tested for, and luckily Max was like all clear for all of these. But I guess this is really good to know, especially if your dog's really young, because you can like kind of look out for these things and treat them early on. So here you can see all the different things that they tested for. There's a lot of them. For example, like canine Scott syndrome, like I don't even know what these are, but there's a lot. So yeah, that was good news for sure. And then the last tab that we can click on here is called traits, and it says we performed 39 genetic traits on Max. First, we learned he's a very good boy, but here's what else we found. They must say that for all the dogs, right? So this part I thought was really cool too, because it literally tells you like what like colors and like patterns your dog has without even like seeing the dog. Like the fact that they know all of that just from the DNA is really, really, really cool. So for example, under the coat color, it detected points in tan and recessive red. So if you click on tan, it kind of shows you the different types of dogs that have these colors and like what it's common in, which is definitely accurate because Max does have a little bit of like tan color in his fur. And then the second one was the recessive red, and it's called recessive red, but it also says that like includes white as well, which makes sense because Max does have a tiny bit of white, I think, kind of a whitish tan. And it says that this is common in the Bichons, so that like definitely makes sense. So then under coat patterns, he got points for two different ones. It was piebald and saddle tan. So piebald was about like white markings, and this one was super accurate too because it's saying that it is like a mixture of tan with like black on top, and Max is like mostly black, so that makes sense. It also tells you the coat length and curl, so he tested for both long hair and curly, which is accurate. And he also got a point for reduced shedding, which is also true because he doesn't really shed at all. But my favorite one, it says furnishings. It says the furnishing variant causes a fuzzy beard, mustache, and eyebrows. And I thought that was really funny because That's kind of what one of Max's like main characteristics is, his like eyebrows and beard, which is really cute. And it says only 2 in 10 dogs have this trait, so it's a little more rare, I guess. Oh, I just noticed down here too, it says his ideal weight range is 13 to 24 pounds, which he's definitely like somewhere in between there. I never even noticed this one before, but it says he also has floppy ears, short legs, which, yes, he does. So that is pretty much everything. You can definitely go way more into depth to learn about, like, all the different breeds and everything. It just depends, like, how much you want to learn about it. So even though it's, like, most of it wasn't really that big of a surprise, I still thought it was, like, really fun just to, like, learn more about him and, like, know for sure what his breed is. And, like, obviously the test is, like, super accurate, so if you were thinking going with Wisdom Panel, there's a few others, and I was doing, like, a bunch of research, but I'm glad I went with Wisdom Panel because, yeah, clearly it's accurate and like thorough and everything. So I would definitely recommend this, especially if you have like a mixed breed dog and you don't know like what breeds it is. It's just like a lot of fun to like learn about them. I know this video is like a little bit different than what I normally do, but I just thought I'd share this because I thought it was really fun and interesting. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.